Welcome to This Week of Four Horsemen. This is Rocket Roncoon, and I am the sensual daughter of Thanos, Rymora.
That's fantastic.
So, Rocket,
Yes.
what is This Week of Four Horsemen?
This week at Four Horsemen is your opportunity to find out what is happening in the coolest location in all of Morgantown, and we can even give you some ideas on what to read.
Right. And we're going to start off this week like
Comics.
we've never started off any week before.
Curveball.
Not with
Mixing
new
it up.
comics, but with free comic book day.
Heck yeah.
We're going to cut.
A little bit about Free Comic Book Day, what it means to him, what it means to the community.
Thanks, Ron. I was actually. I remember spending a lot of sleepless nights painting the walls inside Four Horsemen, the ugly gray color that they
It's
were.
beautiful.
It was
color of the Enterprise.
worst. It was the color of the Enterprise.
It was.
But Free Comic Book Day, as you are well aware, being a comic book retailer, it's a pretty important day in all of the comic book fan community. It was originally started back in 2002 in a small shop out in California as an attempt to sort of capitalize on the comic book movie boom that was just getting started at the time. At the time, you had just like X-Men and X-Men 2 had just come out, Spider-Man had just come out, Blade had just come out as well, and it wasn't quite the unstoppable juggernaut that it is now, but it was picking up speed. And so the retailers wanted a piece of this, so they came up, all the North American retailers eventually came together to form Free Comic Book Day. And now it's just an annual tradition. Now it's to the point where the major publishers will even commission individual stories specifically for Free Comic Book Day, just to get those in the hands of people who might not otherwise be willing to spend money on the comics. Usually they tie into some movie that's coming out that weekend, right, or some weekend near that. But I've been reading comics for probably 23 or 24 years, and now my kids read comics too. And I mean, it's, you know, there are stacks and stacks of Free Comic Book Day comics over the past however many years that are just in my home.
Right.
So, I mean, on top of that, it gets kids to read. There are comics aimed specifically for kids. It's just an all-around great communal gathering.
We see a lot of teachers coming in on Free Comic Book Day, grabbing big stacks to take back, use in the classroom, and that's kind of what I like about it. It's a lot of, hey, here's this really cool medium to get kids interested in reading, and then they're off with novels and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
and not only reading but art too.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time
yeah.
drawing because of the pictures that I would see in comic books, just copying them, and it helps to. It leads to that sort of artistic ability. So
I use silly putty. Squish it down.
He does. It's weird.
It's great. So, do you remember your first Free Comic Book Day?
Yeah, I was back in high school. I'd been back in high school. Yeah, and I'm originally from Parkersburg, and there used to be a shop in Parkersburg that's no longer there, but they had a Free Comic Book Day, and I went in there and wrecked the joint. I went in there and got all of the comics forever. And I feel like it is important to point out, not all of the comics are free. Let's just be cool, okay?
The first year we opened, people were coming in just like pulling them off the walls. There will have special places for the free comics.
Yeah, you guys know what you're doing.
There are a lot of free comics. Just
there are a lot, and like I said, every major publisher and some of the smaller independent publishers are going to have an offering there.
What are you excited for?
What am I excited for? I'm interested in seeing the Secret Empire one shot. I wouldn't say I'm excited. I don't know if anybody's super pumped about Nazi Captain America, but I want to see how it resolves. I want to see how they
get out of it.
Yep. And I believe there's a Wonder Woman offering too, to tie into the upcoming movie. Yeah. Are you excited for anything particular?
Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's right, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty fan.
Yeah, there's a Rick and Morty one shot by IDW. Boom.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be awesome.
It'll be this Saturday, May 6th, after Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, we're going to kick off our event probably around 11 a.m. That's usually when things kind of start going. Special guest this year, we're going to have War Machine here.
War Machine?
War Machine.
The actual War Machine.
Not really the actual. We will have a War Machine. And it's really cool.
Wow.
It's going to be awesome.
That is pretty cool. Is there what kind of events are going to be here besides fictional characters showing up?
Lots of giveaways, lots of sales. I think we're having a sale.
Listen. Is there going to be food?
There'll be tons of food.
Okay,
God,
God.
look like
It's like all I wanted to know.
Food, cake. We're gonna have a cake. We always
cake?
get like this massive, like 80-pound cake.
Sheet
Free
cake?
comic book day. Yeah, it's awesome. And the blue like stains your teeth.
Yeah, no, it's great. I can't
awesome.
wait.
It's delicious. It's good stuff. So this Saturday, I'll be here. Hopefully Ryan's here.
I'm sure I'll stop by at some point. I make
some
a
comics.
tour. I make the tour.
There's always a tour.
That's right.
Yeah, every retailer, every comic retailer usually takes part in this event. So check them out.
That's right. Read comics.
Yeah, read lots of comics. High five. Hey Donnie, new comics are on the wall. Donnie! Donnie!
Donnie, we've talked about this before. You can't just come in and take any comics you want unless it's Free Comic Book Day, which is this Saturday, May 6th.
So that was Donnie.
Donnie.
Our
He's
big-
always a problem.
Yeah, he always is, but he's our biggest fan
So terrible.
and oldest.
Yes, he is.
So I think new comics are overdue.
Let's get to some new comics.
New comics. So what do we have first this week,
This
Mr.
week,
Davis?
Injustice 2, number 1. I knew I was going to screw that up. It's based on the much anticipated video game just coming out.
Did you play any of the first Injustice game?
I did not. I saw it played here. It was a huge thing. I saw some of the cutscenes, which were amazing. I saw Aquaman throw a shark.
Aquaman throws a shark.
Yes,
we'll have to play some of Injustice 2 here in the store.
That's a great idea.
All right, moving on.
Also, Secret Empire number 1. You heard Ryan talk about that a little bit more. Captain America is finally joining Hydra. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Very controversial book. Regardless of its reception, it's going to be one of those books that's remembered in Marvel, so it's definitely something to pick up and add to your collection.
Love it or hate it, it's going to be something to remember.
All right, next book we have an all-new Guardians book. It's called All New Guardians of the Galaxy. The first issue comes out this week, and it's just in time for the movie to help promote it.
Yep.
Really pretty cool.
It's going to be pretty neat.
And finally, we have Walking Dead, the newest issue. It's number 167. And if you're not caught up, you should get caught up for this issue, because I'm not going to say anything about it, but look at the cover. Something big is going to happen. It's time to get re-caught up. All right, now let's move on. We're doing something special this week.
Yes, we are.
Because we have a very special movie
Great.
that we've maybe mentioned a couple times already. What movie's coming out this week?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
It's
gonna be great.
Excited, man. So excited.
In anticipation, we're going to give away 2 tickets to two different mediums, right?
We're going to give away 4 tickets.
4 tickets. 4. Count them.
So the way this is going to work, we're going to ask a trivia question, and then the first person to answer said question in the Facebook chat and the Twitch chat will earn 2 free tickets to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Are those for this Thursday, or are they just
They're
general
good anytime.
Just general passes?
General pass.
Okay, great. So
But why would you not want to go opening night?
I always go opening
Everybody's
night.
gonna go
I
opening
actually
night.
called off work to go opening night.
About that.
Work. Anyway, so our question is, Chris Pratt attributes what 2 famous pop culture characters as his influences for his performance as Peter Quill, the Star-Lord.
Very good. And Alex is going to be watching that, or are we going to just announce it at the end?
He's going to let us know at the end who our 2 winners are. We'll announce it at the end of the show. We're not going to make a separate post about this, so if you want to know if you won, tune in at the end of the show. Yep. All right, so let's move on to the 4 Horsemen versus series. What is the 4 Horsemen versus series?
4 Horsemen versus series is one of my favorite things that we do here. Basically, Ryan's taken a ton of characters, mashed them all up. 64 characters, mashed them all up, and they've come up with these random pairings about who would win in fight versus X
the
versus
ultimate
Y.
throwdown between titans of nerd culture. And when I say titans of nerd culture, this week's matchup exemplifies that. But first, quick recap
Who
from
won
last week. Last week we had Kratos of the God of War video game franchise versus Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange won by a single vote.
What?
A single vote.
I said it last week. Ben's reality.
Kills gods.
All
right, moving on.
Agree to disagree.
And this week we have...
There's going to be no contest. Absolutely no contest.
Luigi versus the New Justice Team, which I can sing the entire theme song.
I cannot sing the theme song.
Go, 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 New Justice Team. Go, team, 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 team. Who's the newest Justice Team? The New Justice Team. Yeah.
That's great.
So you said no contest.
There's
so
no contest.
You're on Team Green Mario here, right?
I am absolutely not. Justice Team is going to mop the floor with our favorite plumber.
Usually
mop the floor, plumber. See what I did there? I got one.
Plumbers don't mop. That's janitors.
Okay. Well, when the plumbing goes bad, they got to mop it up.
No, they don't. They in fact don't. That's not part of their job. Normally, I'd like to play devil's advocate, but. Sorry, Luigi.
Yeah. If you have a way that Luigi can legitimately pull this off, please comment and let us know how it's possible.
He beat the Gorn captain in round 1.
Luigi did?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go for it.
Well, we'll see. Of course, you can check it out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can vote there and check out the results in the next coming days, and also watch the show next week.
Yep.
Moving on, we have our weekly events. This is a brief overview of the events that we have every week here at Horsemen Comics and Gaming. For more details on these events, go to our Facebook page and click on the Events tab.
Wednesday coming up, we've got Modern at 6:30. That's Modern MTG. And we also got HeroClix at 6:45.
Thursday, we have Commander Night from 5 to close.
Friday, we have FNM Modern at 6:30, which you can also catch on Twitch. It's one of my favorite things that we do. Friday Night Pokemon at 6:30. Is Pokemon streaming next week?
They're streaming next week.
All right. And also Saturday, we have no Pokemon League this Saturday coming up. I think there's an event somewhere.
They are going to regionals.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Good luck, guys.
They always rep us well, and I'm excited for them to come back with a trophy or at least a bunch of wins under their belt.
Yep.
All right. This Thursday, May the 4th, we have our May the 4th be with you XWing Tournament.
Yes.
I understand it has no entry fee.
Zero entry fee.
$0.
100-point list kicks off at 6 p.m. and I believe there's going to be some pretty sweet prizes.
So if the entry fee is $0 American, what's that convert into Canadian dollars?
I believe that is also $0.
Okay.
Or
What about
Canadian?
What if I have euros?
€0.
Pounds.
£0.
Yen.
Probably 0.
Republic credits.
We don't take Republic credits.
Okay.
Good try.
Moving on. So this Friday at 6 o'clock for Friday Night Magic, we're going to try a new Friday Night Magic format. We're going to do an Amonkhet team draft.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is? Well, that's good because I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So when you sign up for a team draft, it's you and 2 friends. You're a team of 3. And instead of drafting in a pot of 8, you draft in a pot of 6. 3 versus 3. And you sit in different spots, and you try to draft and help your teammate figure out what colors they're drafting, and pass them the good colors, and so on and so forth. And then you do a round-robin tournament where you play everybody from the other team, and whichever team has more wins the pod.
Okay.
So,
still $15 entry?
Still $15 entry. You just got to bring 2 friends.
Okay. Starts at 6?
Yeah, starts at 6. We're going to try that this Friday.
Very good. Also, our Hearthstone event that we had scheduled has to be rescheduled. We don't have a date for that yet. Stay tuned to this show and any other social media.
Watch the skies.
Yes, we will write it.
Yes.
No, we won't. That's real expensive. Have you ever looked into skywriting? It's super expensive.
Yeah.
Don't ask why I know that.
Oh, a botched proposal.
Probably.
The pilot couldn't get himself to create it and just straight into the mountain.
Couldn't do it. Yeah,
just couldn't do it.
Down.
Something about HeroClix?
Yes.
All right.
HeroClix Sidekick event is when is that coming up?
It's this Saturday.
This Saturday. HeroClix has this really cool thing. It's called a Sidekick event. Basically, new players are encouraged to bring out a sidekick, a new player, somebody who hasn't been in the game in a while. And we've got some special promos that we're giving out. Event starts at 5.
Yep, it's part of a thing that WizKids, the company that makes HeroClix,
Dice Masters,
and Star Trek Attack Wing,
Yep.
They're promoting. It's from them. We did our Dice Master Sidekick event last Sunday.
It was awesome.
This Saturday at 5 is our HeroClix event.
Yep, they're really great.
Also Saturday.
Revenge of the Sixth. We are having a Star Wars Destiny. It is a release event. We're going to have a free entry. It's going to start at 6 p.m. We have some Fantasy Flight promos, including Jyn Erso and Director Krennic that I believe Caleb brought back from Star Wars Celebration a few weeks back. So you do not want to miss this event. It's going to be awesome.
Don't choke.
It's going to be cool. Don't choke. Yes.
Aspirations. Krennic. Moving on, we have our event on Sunday.
The Diverse Gaming crew is coming in. A really neat idea. They want to assemble writers, editors, artists, anybody who has any interest in comics or how to build them, how to make
even people outside of the industry. If you have an interest in comic books, this event is for you. What are they actually going to be doing?
They're going to be trying to come up with a comic. They're going to come up with ideas about how to
it's just
combat
a comic, but the overall theme of it is anti-bullying.
Anti-bullying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So basically what it is, it's a group think session where a bunch of local minds get together and kind of sketch out a comic book from start to finish over about a 5-hour period. And the central theme of it is anti-bullying, and I think that's all. Like from there, it could be whatever.
It could go anywhere.
Could be superheroes,
Yep.
could be a western, could be zombies, could be lots of different things.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza and refreshments, as always. Those guys really take care of the community.
Yep. And it starts this Sunday at noon.
Yep.
Moving on to Horsemen of the Week, we're going to call out a local Magic player who just graduated from West Virginia University.
Yes.
And has been a very positive influence in the community among players and among our store and the staff. Talking about Daniel D'Amato. He he's been to just about every Magic event that we've had since he's been a student. He's done some work with us as a level 0 judge, running some FNMs. He's been up here in the booth with me on Fridays, commenting on our Friday Night Magic stream, doing coverage. Mm-hmm. Like, he's been in just about every aspect of Magic that there is here at For Horsemen. He's been a part of it.
Yep. And I kind of want to interject something here. Ryan doesn't know this, but I also want to nominate another person for Horseman of the Week. And that gentleman is sitting here next to me. Ryan does an amazing job. He does so much work behind the scenes that nobody really knows about. He's probably one of the few people...
Including him.
Yes. He's one of the few people that is awake at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm awake, and we're exchanging ideas and emails and, ideas about events, and he's taking care of the community. He does so much work that
I'm in bed by 11. He's full of it.
But he does a fantastic job, and I just want to say thank you. You do a great job. All the social media stuff, this entire show was kind of his idea.
Yeah, but I mean, we gotta give Alex his due, and Mr. Perone his due. And
it's the first time we've ever seen Alex on the camera.
Oh, hopefully the last.
It's like Thing from Monsters.
The Addams Family. Okay.
That was so bad.
I also want to give a shout out to all of the players who came out last Saturday for International Tabletop Day, our Pokemon Guardians Rising pre-release, and our Magic Team Constructed event.
It was packed in here. It was amazing.
All three events were a huge success.
Yep.
It was a great Saturday. We have the best customers and players in the world.
Yep.
I could not have been less happy.
Oh, sort of a real quick shout to Jay, who built us a giant tumbling dice game board. It's amazing.
It's exactly what it is.
We are leaving this thing up. Come in and play it. It's so much fun.
We're leaving it up for a bit.
Yeah. I want to leave it up forever because it's awesome.
for a little, like a couple days.
Couple years.
Come in the next couple days.
We could free comic book day. We can play.
Okay, we'll take it out Saturday night.
All right. So what else we got?
Moving on, we have our last Grand Prix trial ever.
Yes, for Vegas.
That is this Saturday
Roll them dice.
at 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It is modern, and it has a $10 entry fee. You may find some more details about that coming up on our Facebook page soon.
Yep.
Okay. moving into the Four Horsemen mailbag. What is the Four Horsemen mailbag?
Mailbag. If you guys have questions for us, we like interactivity. You know, if you guys have any questions, any comments, let us know, and we'll pick out a couple every week and read them and answer them if we can.
if they're safe
Some
for
of them
work.
we can't, yeah.
Safe
Yeah.
for work. All right, we have 2 this week. What's our first one?
First one is Dan from Twitter, and he asked, "What is your favorite comic
I'm
book
Dan,
movie?"
and I'm from Twitter.
The Dan. We've heard from
Dan.
The Dan on Twitter.
Mhm.
What's your favorite comic book movie?
On the spot?
On the spot. It's right
X-Men Days of Future Past?
there. Really?
Maybe? I mean,
That wasn't too bad.
Spider-Man 2, Captain America 2.
I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail. I liked Watchmen. I really did. I liked Watchmen a lot.
I
don't know if it's my favorite.
Okay, now, I wasn't a big fan of the Watchmen comics, so...
You're so fired. So fired.
Frank Miller dribble, get it out of my store! All right, next we have, this one was sent in from John via Facebook. If I don't like superheroes or zombies, are there any good comics to read? Short answer, yes. I have a recommendation.
1 or 2,000.
Do you have any recommendations?
There's a little book called Star Wars. That's kind of awesome.
Yes, and like all things,
It's my answer to everything.
We
Star
assume that Star Wars is the answer. Do you have anything else to...
Other Star Wars?
I hear you like Grim Fairy Tales a lot.
I
heard from Christine that you stay up watching or reading it all night.
all night long. It's mostly the art. It's fantastic.
So actually, throwing in a really good fairy tales book, a book called Fables from Bill Willingham. If maybe you've played the game The Wolf Among Us from Telltale Studios, I highly recommend it. It's about a community of displaced fairy tale characters who live incognito in New York City. It's phenomenal. It's won something like 2 digits worth of awards. Like it's crazy good book. Highly recommend it.
Really cool.
Saga.
Saga is awesome.
Pervert.
Saga was great.
No.
There's
All
our
right.
hand signal. We must have 1 minute.
1 minute left. All right, so moving on. Telltale Tuesdays. Ron and I will be finishing up season 1 of The Walking Dead
Thor's dead.
after the show.
She's going down.
You are not going to like how this ends. All right, do we have a sale this week?
Sale this week. Now that you've made it this far, BOGO free on the wall of comics. So if you buy any comic off that wall, you mention the show, you're going to get the one of equal or less value, absolutely free.
Equal or less value for
free.
free. All right.
Yep.
Mr. Jan, do we have a couple winners?
No,
Yay!
we actually do not have any winners.
Okay.
All right, keep thinking, guys.
Well, that's fine. We will post another Guardians trivia question on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and we'll get these tickets given away so that they can be picked up Thursday night.
Thursday. All right, this week's
Okay.
going to be great.
Yep.
A lot of stuff going on, so come hang out with us.
So let's move to the close. I got to get out of here. I'm done.
Got to kill some zombies.
Yeah. Are we paranoid, or are you following us? And if you're not, maybe
should
why aren't you following us? Is it something we did? Something wrong? Anyways, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/4horsemencomics, at Instagram at 4horsemencomics, YouTube channel at 4horsemencomics and gaming, Twitter at @4horsemencomics, or subscribe to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/4horsemencomics. Ron, I have 3 words to say to you.
Hit me.
Banana, screwdriver, Padawan. Go.
What?
What?
I got nothing. I don't know where to go with that.
Anakin would know what to do.
He would.
He would.
That's all I got.